Hello, everyone. It's been a while. This is David, Fairly Secret Music. I decided to do a video of stuff that I've been getting into. And as you can see, Porcupine Tree Octane Twisted is the first on my playlist. At one point, back before like 2010, I had a ton of Porcupine Tree stuff, and I sold it because I decided I wasn't really into them at that time. And I have decided now that I need the stuff again. This one I got used for it's a 2 disc set, and I got it for I think $5.95 or something like that. They play all of The Incident, and then the second disc is them playing random songs from other albums. But the first song I listened to on here, I watched a video of them playing it live. I Drive the Hearse, and that totally reeled me in. So awesome. I've listened to this probably, I don't know, 8-9 times in the last week or two, and it has really grown on me, just to the point where I've decided I need to rebuy shit again. In which case I did rebuy Porcupine Tree Deadwing. If you haven't heard this is their heavier proggy stuff, but there are light moments on here, like Lazarus is really light, but a great song. Arriving Somewhere But Not Here is fantastic. The title track is my favorite track on here, and Shallow is pretty heavy too. So this is overall a great album, and probably will be my favorite out of all the Porcupine Tree stuff. But I haven't gotten anything. Have I gotten anything else? No. I decided to go towards the Steven Wilson stuff because it was easier for me to find. In which case, The Raven That Refused to Sing. This is Steven Wilson's, I think, third solo album. Decided to start right in the middle just to kind of see where he was going, and this is the album that is more of his jazzy kind of fusion-y music. Marco Miniman is on there. My only exposure to him has been the Dream Theater drum auditions, and he kind of annoyed me. Just watching him play drums kind of annoys me because he's so happy all the time. Can't be that damn happy. But he is really good. He is a very, very overplaying drummer, and it fits really well on this. I think Nick Beggs from Kajagoogoo plays bass and Chapman Stick on this too. I'm not sure, and I'm not going to pull out the booklet. Yes, I am. I can't. I need to know. And all of these, this one has lyrics, so that's kind of cool. Because some of his other things don't. Yeah, Marco Miniman, Nick Beggs, Theo Travis on flutes. There's a lot of flutes and saxes going on. So if you really like Porcupine Tree, I would say avoid this one, unless you like the really crazy instrumental portions of Porcupine Tree. Then you might dig this. This is a more mellow album. I think this is his second. This is a 2-disc set. There's one song in here that's like 24 minutes long on the second disc. This is very much sitting in a room with headphones on or with the stereo loud with no lights on, kind of thing. Just sitting and absorbing the album. This one is called Grace for Drowning, and it comes 2-disc set, and the booklet does not have lyrics, if I remember correctly. There's a lot less lyrics on this one. So there's comes with this K-scope catalog. And it just basically has pictures of him and then who played on what. Kind of like that. I do like the fact that K-scope puts this catalog in there because I have checked out a lot of bands. And actually, one other reason why I decided to check out that first Porcupine Tree that I showed was that my wife asked me, or didn't ask me, she said she put Anathema on her Pandora, and I said to her, I'll bet you $10 it plays Porcupine Tree, and within 3 songs it did. And that kind of got me thinking about Porcupine Tree because I can't remember what song they were playing, but I was like, hey, I kind of dig this again. And they played Riverside. There's a bunch of bands that are kind of like in that prog genre that are on K-scope, like Anathema, Porcupine Tree, Steve Wilson, Tesseract, Riverside, Pineapple Thief, Gavin Harrison stuff. I don't know how many of you are into like more prog stuff, but just in case. In between buying this stuff, I did buy a couple Iced Earth CDs. These are the ones with Matt Barlow on them. This is a 2-disc set, Alive in Athens. And this was before the Horror Show album, which I already have. I love Matt Barlow's voice because he sounds like the Paul Stanley of power metal. And this was $4.99, and I think it was a 20% off sale. So I bought that, and this Something Wicked This Way Comes special edition that has a bunch of bonus tracks. They play, let me take this down. They play Shooting Star, Electric Funeral, and The Ripper on here, all cover songs. I at one point had this album, but man, from like 2001 to 2012 or 2011, I would sell stuff, and you could make money on stuff. I mean, locally, not selling it on eBay. But I decided to sell a bunch of stuff. I don't really like the packaging on this. It's just like a slimline thing or album replica kind of thing. At least it has a full booklet with lyrics and stuff. So I got both of these for, I think it was $8.46 or something like that. And then there's another CD that I did get with those, but I'm going to save that one for last. Another Steven Wilson CD. This one, To the Bone, is more of a poppy kind of album. It does have little hints of Porcupine Tree like halfway through the album, but there are also kind of nods to Stevie Wonder or Prince, some kind of more straight ahead rock or indie rock type of things. Wow. Sorry. It's like, let's see, what time is it? 1 a.m. I've been up since like 6:40. I worked a 12-hour day today. So this one is more straightforward. Little bit of hints of Porcupine Tree. I decided to get this band. I bought these for $3 each. Discipline. They are kind of in that same vein as Genesis and kind of Gentle Giant stuff. They're named after the King Crimson album, Discipline. This one is they're more like Gentle Giant type style, or at least I hear hints of it. This one, which still has the $2.95 price tag, this one has more of that 90s King Crimson feel to them. Don't know how many of you actually listen to indie prog rock. This Hand Cannot Erase, I think this is my favorite Steve Wilson solo album so far. It has more in common with the Porcupine Tree stuff than any of the other albums. And this one was the one right before his newest one, which is To the Bone. The song Hand Cannot Erase is fantastic. That is so far my favorite song. I've only listened to this maybe twice. Listening to it on the way to work quite a bit. But I only have like a 20-minute commute, so. Not the last thing, so. Well, actually, I'll show this first. I already had this, and this is like one of those, hey, this has been in my collection for a long time. It's called Wobbler, and this was Hinterland. They are very much proggy kind of stuff. They don't really sound like anybody specific that I think of them sounding like, but they have like 20-minute songs and stuff like that. It's crazy. I've only listened to it like 1.5 times so far, so and I need more. Wobbler. They have like 3 or 4 other albums. All right, sorry. Leprous. This is my new find. You know, I already knew about Porcupine Tree. I already knew about Steve Wilson stuff. But Leprous, in my search for like listening to Tesseract and Klimt 1918 and Riverside and all those bands, these guys came up. They're from Norway, and they do some of the harsh death metal growl type stuff. It's more, I don't know if you could say it's black metal, but the guy has a fantastic voice, and he sings quite high at times and very clean. The song that I listened to was Slave, and I listened to a live version from this, which I will show you. This is, well, one of the discs is in the player upstairs, but this is a 3-disc set that comes with, so that's what the inside looks like. This is what the outside looks like. I already ordered the studio album that came out after this one and before this, and the one before that, I'm going to get both of those tomorrow, and one is in the mail. The cool thing with this is, I like to show people artwork. Sorry I haven't been showing artwork on other ones, but you have, you know, live pictures, but I love when bands decide their lyrics are important enough to put in a live album. Because most bands don't put lyrics to songs in live albums, and that's pretty cool. The song Slave is fantastic. It starts out really super heavy with this weird bend, and I don't think I can sing the melody. I can't sing right now. I'm too tired to sing. Um, so check these guys out. I've been telling some people already about them. Some people that I talk to on the Facebooks. Uh, if the song Slave isn't your cup of tea, check out the song The Price, because that is awesome. Just very dun 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 dun. So awesome. I am loving this band. And last but not least, I got this for $8. The cheapest I've seen it online is $35, I think. This is Controlled Denied. Honestly, I wish this was just a Death album, because I'm not a big I'm not a big fan of Tim's vocals. I mean, he's good. I really wish it would have been Warrell Dane. I remember hearing that Warrell Dane was supposed to originally be the singer for this album, or this project, I should say. And I don't know. I think it would have been better as a Death album, but I'm not sure if it would have been that great of a Death album. I have to listen to it way more. This is the second version I have. I have the Metal Mind version of this, but I couldn't pass it up for $8 because it has 3 damn discs. Look at that. That's thick. 3 discs, baby. Why did I say baby? I've never called you guys baby. Anyway, cool booklet, all the lyrics, liner notes by the drummer, Richard Christie. And disc 2 has a lot of demos. Actually, disc 2 and 3 are tons of demos. And there are some songs that never got recorded for this that were supposed to be on their second one. So yeah, that's what I've been getting. Tomorrow I'm going to get 2 more Leprous CDs, and who knows, maybe a Porcupine Tree, maybe a Steve Wilson. I only need like a couple more Steve Wilson things. So, alrighty. It's good talking to you guys again, and hopefully absence has made the heart grow fonder.